Hi guys, hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Miss Corner. If you're new here, hi. If you're a returning subscriber, hello, it's so good to see you. So on this channel I make videos on medicine, lifestyle, personal development, and I'm really still figuring out this whole YouTube thing. Okay, so just expect that I will keep evolving, right? And guys, just wanted to say that if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel and maybe you've been seeing my videos, this is a very good time to subscribe. Okay, so please just click that subscribe button, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. So I thought it was really important that I come on here to do this video because I know that quite a number of people out here may be trying to decide whether or not to go to a private medical school in Nigeria, and yeah, just not sure about that decision. As we all know, private medical schools in Nigeria are relatively new. It's not, as old as the federal and state universities in Nigeria. There is this mindset that a lot of people have about private medical school in Nigeria, that it's not good enough. And I've also seen a video here on YouTube where a medical student in a federal university was talking about the fact that she doesn't think that private medical schools in Nigeria are that good. And we hear this a lot because I went to a private medical school. So I thought it would be nice to do this video in case you're deciding, especially with the whole ASU strike going on. Private school is now like top on the list for most people that are yet to enter the university. Also because of, the whole Ukraine issue. A number of people are back home in Nigeria and need to decide what they're going to do and how they're going to move forward. I hope that this video gives you an insight into what private medical school in Nigeria is like, and also helps you to see that it's actually good, because that's what I honestly think. Are there cons? Of course, I'll be discussing the cons, and please note that everything that I'll be discussing in this video is from the perspective of the school that I went to, because that's what I know about. I didn't go to any other one. I went to this one, so I'll be discussing from the perspective of somebody who went to Babcock University. Okay, so I'll be getting into more details about it now. So like I said already, I went to Babcock University. So the first thing that you should know is that private medical schools in Nigeria are relatively more expensive than an average federal university in Nigeria, which is expected because unlike federal universities where the hospitals are government owned, the hospitals in private settings, for example, Babcock University Teaching Hospital is privately owned, so they have to generate their own funds to keep the teaching hospital going. Do you understand? So it's relatively quite expensive. So that's the first thing that you should know about private medical schools in Nigeria. They are quite expensive, right? Yeah. So then I would go into basically the experience itself of the medical school that I went to. So like I said, Babcock University has a teaching hospital, and apart from having a teaching hospital, we also go for rotations in other hospitals. So we in my school used to go to Federal Medical Center Abeokuta and State Hospital Ijaye, also in Abeokuta, for external rotations. And for some other little things, we also went to other hospitals around. For like community medicine posting, we went to other hospitals around. So what do I think about the learning experience in Babcock University? I think it's really good. So what they tried to do in Babcock was that they tried to get a lot of lecturers. So we had lecturers who had taught in like major medical schools in Nigeria, maybe who had retired, or who had retired. They were able to get them to come into our school to teach them. And the point that I heard the person whose YouTube video I saw raise was that, private medical schools don't have good lecturers. And I understand where she's coming from, because ideally majority of the older professors and lecturers and things like that work in the government hospitals, but I know that in Babcock we were able to have access to some of these older lecturers. And at the end of the day, really the stuff you get to learn isn't even about who is teaching. It's just about it's not about the how long the person has been in practice for. It's about, can the person teach you, right? So yeah, we were able to get lecturers who were able to teach us. And like I said, we had a teaching hospital, and for further experience, we got to go to Federal Medical Center Abeokuta, which is a very huge federal hospital, where we got to see lots and lots of cases, and were taught by the consultants who were there as well. And for exams that we had in school, we also had like consultants come in from Federal Medical Center Abeokuta. We had some consultants also coming from Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital. That's what I would say about the teaching experience. We got to learn well. we were taught really well. In fact, when I started housemanship as well, one of the mindsets that a number of people had was like, private university people, would you people know anything and stuff? But I can assure you that the quality of education that you will get in Babcock is top level, like it's top notch. We do standardized exams. Our exams are just the way it would be if you were in a federal university. We do OSCE, we do I'm sorry if you don't really understand what I mean, if in case you're not yet in medical practice, but we do what any other medical school will do. So another pro of private medical school is that you can be sure that you would finish in 6 years. There's nothing like strike. Do you get? So you get to finish at record time, except for, academic setbacks and stuff, which is really good. Nobody, one of the major issues right now, for example, is that ASU has been on strike for a couple of months, but private university students are still in school. So yeah. So we also had lecturers who were like really approachable and easy to talk to, which is really good. And also for my own school, like I said, I'll be speaking from the perspective of the school I went to. The environment was very comfortable because we were staying in school hostel. So we had good light almost 24/7. We had part of our school fees, there's money for feeding, so we're eating well. And we also had water. We always had water, it's just maybe like once in 2 months where we'll have to go and fetch water downstairs and stuff like that. But the environment is really comfortable, both in the hostel and in school. And the lecturers were very friendly, very easy to talk to, very approachable, etc. So would I advise anyone to go to a private medical school? I would say yes, if you have the money, or rather if your parents have the money and are willing to sponsor you to go to a private medical school in Nigeria, I would definitely say yes. There are some cons which I will just go into, and these cons I believe may be specific for Babcock because of every private school in Nigeria usually has their own set of rules, quote and unquote. So for places like Covenant, they don't use phones. For Babcock, for example, you're not allowed to wear trousers. Well, for medical students though, you can wear your scrubs, which allows you to wear trousers really. Also for Babcock, we're not allowed to wear earrings. So those are some of the cons of Babcock, but I really think that that's something that you can deal with, because after the 6 years, you can go ahead and wear whatever it is that you want to wear. So some of the cons of Babcock, like I already said, you can't wear earrings, you can't wear trousers, you can't fix like this hair. I couldn't wear this kind of hair in school because of the length. If I had to wear hair like this, I had to make sure that it was packed. You also can't do colored hair, which, like I say, is specific. There's just a lot of talk and discrimination around, going to private medical school in Nigeria because, like I said, it's relatively new. But I do think I've been, judging from the experience that I've had post-medical school, I've interacted with people who went to other medical schools around Nigeria, both other private ones and government ones, and even those who schooled outside Nigeria. And I have seen that the level of knowledge that we gain, or that I gained in the school that I went to, was good enough for me to compete with other medical colleagues. Well, maybe the word is not compete, but was good enough to measure up, with other medical colleagues. So I don't think I lacked anything based on the level of experience that I needed to become a good doctor. So I would say that if you are in that space where you're deciding, and if your parents are willing to fund you to go to a private medical school in Nigeria, please go for it. I would recommend Babcock because I went to Babcock, and I think that the level of clinical experience that I gained there was and is sufficient enough for me. This is my 3rd year post-medical school, so please believe me, I know what I'm saying. And yeah, so I hope that this video helps you to decide and make up your mind on whether or not you want to go to a private medical school in Nigeria. And like I've said, the major con is just the money. It's like a lot more expensive, and really, if you look at it, medicine doesn't pay that well in Nigeria, so you might not be able to even make back the money that your parents spend on you in 6 years in a very long time. But it's an opportunity that if you have, I think you should take it. Like I've said in my last video, you have the opportunity to relocate out of Nigeria and to make that money even if you don't make it in Nigeria. So this is a really short video. I just thought that I needed to do this video on time and not postpone it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you did, please let me hear from you down below. What do you think about going to private medical school in Nigeria? Did you go to one? What's your experience like? Would you advise somebody else to go to one? Please let me know down below. And thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you subscribe if you're yet to. Please like, please comment down below, please share with your friends, and guys, help me hit 400 subscribers here on YouTube. It's been a long time coming. This journey is not easy. Thank you guys so much for watching my video as always, and I hope you enjoy this video. And I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.